Good morning, I'm Stephen Coleman. I'm from the Leland Speed Library where I work in the Technical Services Department with the card catalog. This morning I'll be telling you a little bit about J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye as part of our Banned Books Week. J.D. Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye by some is considered one of the greatest books of all time, but it's also very controversial. It has been banned or challenged in many schools throughout the United States, but it is still taught in many others as a classic. The Catcher in the Rye tells a very complex and deep story of an interesting teenager, but has some very crude parts. So, who banned the book, and why did they ban the book? The Catcher in the Rye contains a lot of vulgar language. The main character, Holden Caulfield, is deeply troubled psychologically, and so he uses a lot of language, bad language. He struggles with alcoholism, which is evident on his trip to New York City, and there's also a lot of references to sexual references. Although The Catcher in the Rye is one of the most controversial books ever written, it's still taught in many English classes all around the United States, and is still loved by many teenagers and adults for its rebellious characteristics. It was banned for its profanity, sexual content, and violence by many schools from the 60s to the present, but many schools have reinstated the book, recognizing its literary importance. I'll read a brief passage from Catcher in the Rye that basically summarizes the character of Holden Caulfield. Anyway, I keep picturing all these little kids playing some game in this big field of rye and all. Thousands of little kids, and nobody's around. Nobody big, I mean, except me. And I'm standing on the edge of some crazy cliff. What I have to do, I have to catch everybody if they start to go over the cliff. I mean, if they're running and they don't look where they're going, I have to come out from somewhere and catch them. That's all I do all day. I'd just be the Catcher in the Rye and all. I know it's crazy, but that's the only thing I'd really like to be. I know it's crazy. Thank you for watching, and go read a banned book as part of Banned Book Week.